and so I can share. Let me try this screen share real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, where is it
All
at?
right, y'all. I want y'all to know I'm trying to force Latoya to do something right now. Right now. Right now. I'm trying to force her to do something.
Buddy.
I know it's not right, but I'm just saying I might need that in my life. That might be the thing that I'm missing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Okay, I don't know. Because I'm
I'm trying to see. The screen share is freezing.
oh hold on. Let me look. I'm trying to oh, you know what? Hold on. I'll show you mine. Look, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Uh,
It's freezing.
yours is freezing?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm clicking on it, but it's just yeah. Mm. Come on now, don't let us be great today.
Oh girl, we're
Let
gonna be great even if you have to just
okay,
talk about it. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Do you hear me?
Yes, even if you just have to talk about it, you still gonna be great. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Because I can
on.
I can do you just like that, and then you're the only person on the screen. So
Mm-hmm.
show you. Um,
Here it goes.
okay,
Okay.
you there?
Screen sharing is easiest with two monitors. Okay, share screen. Hold on. There it's look like it's wanting to come on through.
Okay.
Come on through.
Come on in the room. No, just
Through. I know, right? Yes, hunty. Yes.
yes, Hunty.
They okay over there. Tell them it's we only 201.
Oh. Okay. I'm making sure I got you in the group too, so I can make sure that we're live, hot live another way.
Okay.
Okay, I see you.
Okay.
We good. We good on
Is
my
it
side.
sharing?
Okay.
Why is it
Oh,
moving so slow?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
know. I'm like,
Oh, where'd you go? Did I lose you? I think I lost her. Let me see if I can get her back. Toot, 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 toot. I guess if we can get her back, she might come back. If not, then I'm gonna have to let her have the live. She can have the live, and then she can go and do her thing. So yeah, I can't even talk about it. I can just think about it. But I'm just gonna say this: y'all need to make room to come to Latoya's mastermind because it's gonna be off the chain. She's talking to me, and I was seeing the vision, and I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I had to take it down 3 octaves because I got too excited. All right, so I had got so super excited. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, I do have the right one on. I just wanted to make sure. Let me make sure. Sure. Okay. Yep. See, I had to make sure I could hear myself. So while we were waiting on her to try to figure out, you know what? Let me text her too, and say you need to click back on the tell her to click back on the link and say go back to the link, Carolyn. Can you hear me? No, and I can't see you either. Okay. So while I'm waiting on her, I was having this really great conversation. You know what? I'm just now realizing that I'm gonna have to do the back of my earrings. Because if they flip over, first I'm gonna have to put a swivel on them so that when they flip over, because you know what, I had only designed one side that they still look somewhat like this. Hopefully, I can find the napkins that I created them on. Oh wow, hold on. Okay, she's saying hold on. Cause I see me, I just don't see her yet. Okay, so what I was saying was today you all would not be. I mean, I know you all wouldn't be surprised. I've been getting so many emails, so many DMs about hashtags, which is why I'm so super duper grateful that hashtags for the holidays is coming up. You all know that I'm kind of like crazy about them hashtags on Instagram. Even though you all don't see me with a million followers and woo woo woo, I'm about that hashtag life. So one of the things that I was asked today that I'm really not going to jump into a whole lot was about the hashtag strategy for brand new businesses, what they need to do, who they need to follow, how they need to follow them, that kind of thing. And the one thing I can tell you about this is it's not what y'all think. You know how we went over the hashtag strategy? I think a lot of people are still displaced as to the hashtag strategy in regards to who you should actually be following, what hashtags you should actually be following, as opposed to what hashtags you should be using. So I'm super duper stoked to say that we are going to really like take an entire hour, maybe less, because of depending on how quickly y'all catch on, but at least a good 30 minutes so that we can dig deep into that, so that we can get you all to make some monumental strides. Okay. We're still waiting on Latoya so that we can make some monumental strides in that. Cause, and I feel your frustration and I understand where you're going with it, but I think we need to dig a little bit deeper in it. I will say also the hashtags for the holidays used to be the 12 days of used to do the 12 days of social, which is like a holiday like leading up to the 12 days of Christmas thing. Which means that it is not mandatory, which means that it's optional. And I told you all before, optional really means that it's not going to be up long. Okay. I see hashtag. Yes, hashtag. We're gonna be hashtag cuckoo, okay? I just think y'all should know that when hashtags for the holidays come in, we're gonna be hashtag shoo. I think it's bringing me back in. Okay, yay! Because I really want you all to understand this. The second thing that I want to tell you all is this. Let me see. I guess we'll need to connect there. Uh,
Okay. There we go.
okay.
I'm trying. Hold on. Let me try this one more again.
Yay!
Like, woo! Okay, hold on. Let me.
While you trying to, the second thing I'm just gonna go ahead and finish what I was saying. While she's working on her stuff, the second thing is I've been getting like new clients that have been saying that you know what, I'm using your hashtag strategy and I'm losing people. And the reason that you're losing people is because they're not your people, right? You are there to give them a specific thing, to give them a particular type of product and or service. Oh, I see something happening. Um, to give them a particular product and or service, and not for them to just sit there and glean from y'all all the time. Okay? So y'all need to understand that. You ready? You got your screen ready?
I think so, girl. I'm getting it together now.
Okay, yay! And
Okay.
so you might lose. Okay, you might lose if you have like, let's just say you got 1,000 people and you lose 300 when you really get into your group and when you really get into your zone of genius, right? You might lose 300 people, but I guarantee you your engagement is going to go up, which means that engage people by y'all. Engage people buy. Confused minds don't purchase, but engage people buy. And it's been scientifically proven. I'm gonna go over this. You ready? I gotta make sure you're not ready so I can. All right.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm listening. I'm over
Oh,
here
okay.
listening.
But you in, right? You up? You in? You
Yeah, I'm in. I'm ready.
okay? Then I'm gonna be quiet. All right, y'all.
You're so funny. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank you all for joining in today. I'm Latoya Garrett. I am a vision strategist and I also call myself a vision director. And what I currently do is help you plan, position, and promote your live events and your offers with more clarity and efficiency. And I've really been using my gift of writing, storytelling, event producing, and brand communications to help visionaries turn their internal ideas into external expressions. So I'm all about bringing your creative vision to life. So today, what I want to do is share some of that knowledge with you and give you 3 steps to writing fun promotional posts for social media. But I also want to make sure before we go any further that this masterclass applies to you so you're not wasting any of your time. So let's get right into it. If you struggle to come up with the right words to promote your offers and your events, if you feel like your promotional posts are not being seen by other people, if you feel like you put something out but nobody really responds, they don't like your stuff, they don't share your posts, or you get to reading your own stuff and you feel like I'm saying the same thing as Joe Blow over here or Susan Schmuck over here, or if you're a visionary who has multiple ideas and you want to learn ways to say what you mean and make it make sense, then you are definitely in the right place. So what I want to talk to you about today is basically the importance of creating creative copy and what that looks like. Also, the mistakes that I see people making when they put out promotional posts on social media. Then we're going to get into the 3 steps that will make it a little bit easier for you to write fun promotional posts for your offers and your events. And then I'll share some next steps, and then I'll be open to any questions that you may have. Okay, so you may want to get a notepad, a pen. I'm pretty sure Kamra has already told you this because I like to talk and I go pretty fast. So hopefully you can write things down and write your questions down. Now, if you stay to the end, you'll be able to grab my free cheat sheet of 85 fun words to use in your promotional posts. And what this cheat sheet is, it just gives you creative words and phrases that you can use in your posts throughout the rest of October. I'm not going to be selling anything at the end of the class, but you can still access the freebie. And like I said, I know you're probably going to have some questions along the way. So if you'll just post them in the comments, I'll try to get to them and answer them at the end, because currently I cannot see what your comments are because I have my screen on full blast. So now I'm not a fluffing type person. So rather than take 20 minutes to talk about myself, let me just go ahead and give you some of the highlights of me and what I'm all about. So with me, I basically grew up around like musicians, artists, things of that nature, but I never really felt like I had a voice. I've always been this imaginary dreaming type person, and I would catch myself writing different stories and taking myself to like faraway places using my words, putting my words to paper. And whenever I felt like I wasn't being heard by other people, I would just I would let my pen speak for me, and it would just create the words that I wanted to say on paper. And I didn't know at the time that my love of words and my gift of communication would actually become my career and lead me to basically working in the nonprofit arena for almost 20 years, developing over 10 entertainment businesses and brands, being a contributing writer to Slay Magazine, as well as our Weddings Magazine. I've hosted and assisted with approximately 1,000 events since 2004, and I've done all types of events like carnivals, parades, dance shows, stage entertainment, stage plays, all of that. I've also gained features in the Dallas Examiner with my very first full-length stage play. I've managed and secured celebrity opening slots for artists that I've managed, and I've had three I've had 3 dance teams, y'all, a performance group, 2 rap artists, and a basketball player. So I've been doing a lot throughout my writing and entertainment journey.
You my new
I've
baby.
had sold out shows multiple times, and I've also helped my clients to fill their seats as well. One of my clients in particular, she was hosting her stage production. She did it once before, and then she came to me for assistance with putting out the right words to sell her tickets. So before we started working together, I asked her, I said, well, what was your percentage rate before we started? And she said 65%. That was usually how many people she got in attendance. So after we worked together, I asked her the same question, and she said 95%. So basically, helped her to increase her sales from 65% to 95%, just getting more creative with the words and the way that she was writing her promotional posts on social media. So I thought that was really amazing. I've also written and produced plays that won me and my cast Drama Stage Play of the Year. And currently I'm called the storyologist, but I've been previously coined as the word doctor as well. And the craziest part of my journey was having Tony Grant from Tyler Perry's Love Thy Neighbor. He appeared in my stage play 3 times. And to this day, we are still friends. So that was like the craziest part of my journey. My event, my writing, my entertainment journey has been filled with so much excitement, disappointments, failures, and unexpected surprises. But I can honestly say the journey has been amazing and a tremendous learning experience for me and for the people that have been around me. And I am not done yet. I'm still going. So that's enough about me. Let's dive into why it's important to be more creative in your copy. So, this is where you need to start writing things down just in case you have something that comes up and you have a question about it. Okay. So when it comes to writing on social media, you always want to keep in mind that there are a gajillion, like so many entrepreneurs and business owners showing up and promoting their stuff. So in order for you to stand out among everyone else, that requires for you to get like a little bit creative, and you need to use your natural talents to shine through your writing. And I know most people hear the phrase get creative and they think that you have to be some kind of wordsmith or something way over the top in order to put out quality copy. But it's so much easier than you may think. And all you really, really, really need is a clearer understanding and a process for writing your social media posts. And there are a lot of reasons why getting creative in your post is important, but I'm only going to talk about 3 because we're on a time schedule. So let me get into those 3. First, you can be able to express who you truly are through your own words. And I don't know if you remember when I told you earlier that I used to get lost in my words and I would dream and let my writing take me to faraway places. Well, to me, that's a form of self expression. And it's also something that I can put into my post on social media. I can talk about things like how I love fantasy, drama, entertainment, and how it has impacted the work that I currently do today. Number 2, you can stand out from other visionaries by sharing posts and stories that are aligned with your life experiences. So let's say the reason you decided to start your business was to help at risk youth develop real life skills. Let's just go with that example. And the reason you chose that particular market to work with was because you came from a limited income family yourself, and your parents really couldn't afford to put you in activities that taught you different life skills. So if you look at that example, you can see how your stories and your posts centered around your life experiences can help you stand out. I hope that makes sense. The third thing is you're able to getting creative in your copy will also help you to reach the right audience who is actually attracted to your post. Let me say that again. Getting creative in your copy, your words, will also help you to reach the right audience who is actually attracted to your post. So I love to give examples. So let me give you this example. Let's say that you're into cosplay. Cosplay is is a big thing right now. So let's just say that you're into cosplay and you posted photos of your amazing weekend in a costume. Well, someone who follows you may also be into cosplay, and because you decided to get creative in what you put out, you now have a potential new fan because like attracts like. Okay? So let me give you a quick example of what creative copy actually look like. So this is Delia. Delia is a life coach, and she's also a previous client of mine. She works with she works with midlife women who are in transition and who need to be reminded of how valuable they truly are. That's pretty much what her niche is. So last year, what she grabbed a copy of my October words, the cheat sheet that I was telling you about, and she decided to try it out in some of her copy for an offer that she was promoting. Well, these are some of the posts that she decided to put out, and she actually got a really good response because she decided to step outside of her box and get creative. So the first post is, I can show you how to remove the cobwebs from your interior closet. This was a post that she connected to a offer that she had called Makeover Monday, and this offer helped women clear out the mindset blocks that were holding them back from moving forward. So you see how she was able to take some creative words and apply it to something as basic as life coaching. And then she also put out another post that said, don't let your negative past haunt you because it might have a ghostly effect. So I really hope this is making sense for you. All right, let me take a drink of water. All right, so now I want to talk about some of the mistakes that I've seen people make when writing promotional copy for social media. And now I get it. I truly understand that most people aren't writers, so it's not necessarily their fault because they haven't been shown the right way yet. But you get an advantage because you're here in this master class today, so you get to learn some things when it comes to writing your copy. So number one is spaghetti strategy. And I really don't want to call this, I really hate calling this a strategy because when you're posting just to be posting, that means you don't even really have a strategy. But putting out posts without a plan, without a reason, is what I want to call spaghetti strategy. You're just throwing stuff out and you're hoping that someone will respond to your stuff. That's the no go. Number two, regurgitated copy. That's when you see someone else putting something out, and because it worked for them, you think it'll work for you too. So you decide to borrow, and I'm doing the air quote with my hands, you borrow their stuff and you put it out on your own platforms. To me, that is not strategic, and it's also not cool to be grabbing somebody's stuff and putting it out as your own. And the only exception to this is if you're inspired by someone else's work and you share it with full credit to that person. Then you can do that, but make sure you're crediting other people when you're putting out their work. Number three is showing up like a car salesman. Every post you put out is asking for a sale. Buy my product, purchase my tickets, grab this bundle, get this program, act fast while it's on sale. All of those are just car salesman type posts. And the only time you see folks like this posting is when they want you to buy something from them. This is not going to work. And let me tell you what's going to happen if you keep putting posts like that. If you're one of those people that just put out salesy posts all the time, folks are going to start tuning you out. They're going to hide your posts. They're going to remove you from their news feed, and they'll probably unfriend you. So make sure you're putting out different types of posts that inspire people, that educate, nurture, make people laugh, things like that. This is how you're going to get some attention. Number four is one of my favorites, and being a wordsmith, yes, I am a wordsmith, I had to make up a word. So, randomosity. Randomosity means putting out random posts that don't apply to your business, don't apply to what you offer, what you do, or who you're supposed to be talking to. Randomosity can also mean showing up every now and then with a post or two and not being consistent. So let me just say this: if you want people to see you, they have to know when to expect you. And I'm so guilty of this as well. When I don't take time to plan out my stuff, I show up very inconsistent. So let me give you an example of this. Let's think about your favorite TV show. You know exactly what day, what time, and what channel is coming on every week. And either you're in front of the TV or you know when to record your favorite show. Am I right? The point is, you know when to expect your show, and so the same should apply to your social media. Let people know that you'll be coming on live every Tuesday at noon so they can start expecting you and they can wait on you to come. So these are some of the things that you can avoid when writing promotional posts for social media. All right? Now, whoop, on to the fun stuff, on to the fun stuff. Let's get to the fun stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If y'all can see me over here, y'all probably be cracking up. So let's talk about 3 steps to writing fun promotional posts for social media. Remember, if you haven't been writing right now, this is the time to start writing and taking notes, or even a screenshot if you want to take a screenshot. So first things first, start with a goal. You have to have a goal. You need to know what your reason is for putting out that educational post or that inspiring post or that funny post. Everything is intentional. So know the purpose for your post. And of course, I got some examples. So some examples of goals that you might be trying to accomplish with posting on social media could be you want to build brand awareness. And these types of posts let people know that you and your brand exist in the world. Then you have a post that help you to increase engagement. This is when you get people to like, comment, and share your post. Maybe you want to drive traffic. Driving traffic means people are clicking on your links and checking out your stuff or growing your following. When you put out posts that are meant to help you grow your following, this is when people start to become part of your community. So let me show you a few examples of what a post would look like for each one of those goals. So I'm going to use a jewelry brand to give you context. That's the example that I'm going to use. That way you can get the full context of each one of those types of posts. So if you were trying to build brand awareness, you could post a jewelry cleaning tip or post something like, I love how the planning is coming along for the ABC Jewelry Expo. If you wanted to increase your engagement, then maybe a post that says, by a show of likes, how many of you would love to rock this bangle bracelet? Or if you were hosting an event and you were trying to increase engagement, you can say, do you love attending expos as much as we do? What are your plans on whatever the date is for your expo? I hope this is making sense for everybody. Now, if you wanted to drive traffic to your offer or your event, then you could say something like, if you're looking for a trendy bangle bracelet for your next girls' night out, check out my fall bracelet collection to find the one for you. Okay? And growing your following, it comes after you've built your brand awareness, engaged your audience, drove traffic to your offer or your event. You're here at this phase where you want to grow your following, so you can post something like, join the Jewelry Bandits community on Facebook. We can't wait to meet you. Or calling all jewelry junkies, hit the like button to receive updates on our events and new releases. Now remember, these are made up examples, so don't start searching for jewelry bandits on Facebook. Now, if you're a jewelry brand and you like some of these ideas, you can feel free to use them, because I just made them up as I went along. But I do want to give you one quick tip. Start with one goal at a time. Okay. It will keep you on track and it will keep you more focused on what you're putting out. So, for example, you can focus on brand awareness posts for the first week. The second week, you can focus on engagement boosting posts, and then so on and so forth. You always want to have like a mix of different styles and types of posts so people don't get bored with what you're posting. So have you some traffic driving posts, some community building posts, and then mix it up with educational, funny, inspiring, etc. And remember, if you have questions or you're confused on what I'm talking about, make sure to write your questions down. I would definitely answer them at the end. All right. So the second step to writing fun promotional posts is to make sure you're talking to the right people. Having a certain group of people that you're aiming for will make writing your posts not only fun, but easier. Believe me, I know. So let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about. Let's say your audience is married stay-at-home mothers who want to spruce up their look for their mates. Well, the post that you're going to put out for them will be totally different from an audience of single women who are getting back into the dating scene. So married women, listen, married women don't want to hear posts about buying a piece of jewelry to match that red dress that they're wearing to a speed dating event or something like that. So you want to make sure that the post you're putting out is talking to your target audience. Now, what if your audience was corporate professionals looking for upscale pieces? They may prefer to attend like a jewelry expo or something featuring other professionals like them, and they would be very intrigued by a menu that had hors d'oeuvres and top shelf wine. So you would want to include those things in your post. Now, if you're targeting somebody like budget conscious buyers, they want affordable quality jewelry, then a post about 50% off your fall sale or buy one ticket and get one free for a friend would be very appealing to those groups of people. So now you see why it's important to know who you're talking to and how you can make your post stand out when you have that focus. Cool? Capiche? We got it? All right. Let's get into step number 3. Step number 3 happens to be give them a next step. We need to be told what to do. We're human, so we absolutely need to be told what to do. It's just who we are. It's just our nature. And it would be a huge shame. It would be such a shame if you was to put all this time into setting goals for your posts, getting clear on who you were talking to, only to have people to show up, read your post, and then go on to the next thing without leaving a comment, sharing, or clicking on your links. That would be a big shame. And it wouldn't be their fault because you didn't tell them what to do. So they didn't know they were supposed to go somewhere else after they encountered your post. So give them a call to action. And if you don't know what that looks like, hello, I have some examples for you. Of course, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. So if you're a different type of brand, you can tweak this to fit your brand as you see fit. So here are some good call to actions. Things like visit my shop, see the new collection, like our page, download the free guide, grab the checklist cheat sheet, share with a friend, subscribe to my channel, raise your hand if, blah, 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 share your thoughts. And one thing about Facebook, they're starting to get really, really crafty and monitoring the wording that people use in their posts. And they don't want you sharing your post in the news feed if you're using words like comment, type yes, and so on. So make sure, so try to start using and getting creative and start using phrases like raise your hand or I'm down or something like that to get people to engage on your post. Okay. And because I love y'all, yes, I do, and I want to see you winning with your words, I have a bonus step for you. So, your bonus step is to just be creative. Just be creative. Use your imagination. Come up with ideas for your posts. Just think of ways that you can stand out in your niche or in your industry. And if you need some help, you can look at other industries to see what they're doing to get inspiration for your own post. I do that a lot. I do communication and writing, but I may go look at the real estate industry to see what they're doing that will be very creative for my industry that my industry hasn't thought of. So it's okay to go look at other industries for inspiration when it comes to coming up with ideas for what you're trying to put out with your brand. And you can get creative with things like memes. You can use analogies. You can do storytelling. You can put out posts that have jokes on them, things like that. Just whatever you feel like your audience is going to enjoy from you. Just remember not to be putting out selling posts all the time. Don't always put out a post talking about a sale. And if you think about it, anytime that you're putting anything out, you're marketing your brand. So everything doesn't have to be about buying something. You're already marketing every time you put something out. So if you understand what I'm talking about, if you get all of this so far, say, got it, got it, got it. All right. So here are some things to remember. Have a goal for your promotional copy because you need to know where you're headed. Know who you're talking to and make sure your posts apply to your people. Give them something to do because folks need direction. And think outside the box. Just have fun and try something new. And one last thing, even if you're using templates, because a lot of people they're selling templates nowadays. They're doing the fill in the blank templates. I'll probably even start selling templates. Who knows? But even with templates, you can still get creative. And thesaurus is your best friend when it comes to changing out the words or finding different ways to say the same stuff. Definitely use the thesaurus as a resource. And if you need some help with some words, yes, I got you covered. Remember the freebie I was telling you about earlier? I have that available for you. 85 fun words for October, and you can get it right after this class. All you have to do is say October words in the comments, and I will drop it into your inbox when I finish with the class. There is no email required for you to get this freebie. And I know that October is almost over with, but you can still get creative with writing in your post and get fun in your post for the rest of the month. Now, before we get into some questions, make sure you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm going to try to get into Twitter. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it, but I do have an account at the Storyologist. The Storyologist. And it's spelled out right here. So take a screenshot because I know it's a different type of word. The name will be changing really soon because I'm headed in a different direction. So go ahead and follow me so you can see the changes happening. All right. So, all right. I am done. We can get on to questions. And let me see what y'all are talking about in the comments. If there are any comments.
You can't be done. No,
Yes, ma'am. I get to the point and I tell you no fluff, no filler. No
you
fluff,
can't be done.
no
You gotta keep going. No. I
people on
love
time
it.
limit.
Girl, I already know. I already know.
People are
Tarika then will tell you.
behind me.
Yes, Tarika then will tell you. I'll be like, okay, wait a minute. I'm just going. Okay, wait a minute. Now let me go on back and
Mhm.
I'll do that on another day.
Okay.
I was even telling people the other day. Okay, I know your time is valuable, so now I'm gonna keep it in 20 snaps. Now, if you don't get it in 20 snaps,
Yes.
you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, right?
Yes.
'Cause I can go on and on in
Absolutely.
Snapchat.
I've been
But
I've been doing good. Like I'm telling you, the last class I did, it was 26 minutes. Like
say
we
word.
gotta do all that, right?
Right, right. Say
Yes. People want the
word.
info, they want the content, they want their questions answered, and it is over.
Yes. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So I got some questions for you.
Okay.
You were saying earlier that it's important for people to know exactly who they're talking to. If they are
Hmm.
brand spanking new, like they getting on Facebook and or Instagram or Pinterest for the very first time, and
Hmm.
they have an idea of who they're speaking to, how do they niche it all the way down?
The way that they would do that is to just think of who lights them up the most. Who would they want to share their information with?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they? Because this is their world. Their business and their brand is their world. So who would you want to have on your island? Who would you want to open the door for and let in? You can start there. Then as you start to talk to those people that you would love to be around, then as they start to show up, you'll be able to get even more clarity and niching further down into who your audience truly is.
Okay, awesome. Next question.
Uh-huh.
So you're talking about the words that you can use or you should use. Are there words that you should never use?
Yes, and I do have a guide for that too. I have words that you should avoid in your promotional copy.
Okay, okay,
And different things like I don't like push marketing and I don't like fear-based marketing.
right.
And I don't like you're going to miss out marketing or marketing that's talking about yeah, spend your last dime because I'm going to help you transition that into six figures. Those kinds of things you should not put in your marketing. Those kinds of words you shouldn't use in your marketing because
Mhm.
people are very savvy nowadays. They're very smart, they're very intelligent. They know that they're being marketed to. So you got to be transparent and be real. If you know that you're trying to sell 100 tickets and you've only sold 10, don't tell people that you sold 90 tickets.
Exact girl.
Stop
Don't
doing the
lie
fear.
about it. Be
Stop
about it.
doing the fear back. Yes, just be about it. So yeah, those types of things, those types of words that cause fear, frustration, lack, things like that. Don't put those types of words in your post.
There's a place for FOMO, y'all, for fear of missing out type
It
of stuff.
really
I mean,
is.
yeah. Okay. So my next thing for you was, you were talking about sell, sell, sell. Don't sell, 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 sell all the time. What's your take on um, product placement?
My take on product placement is basically I would say every fifth post should be something about selling, buy this and buy that. But in order to know what you're selling, you have to know what you're offering for. You have to have a plan at first. You got to have your plan in place so you can know, okay, this is what I'm offering for the month. So this
Mhm.
is how I build out content and fun promotional posts around it. So everything is not always about selling, but it always has an intention. It always leads back to that product. You may put out a funny post or a joke post that is directly tied to your offer. And guess what? People enjoyed that funny post. So now they want to go and see what it is that it's attached to. They're going to start looking at your stuff.
That's funny
Hmm.
that you should say that because today I put up a little video that says, it's 10 days to Halloween. Should I put out something scary? Should I give you this scary freebie or something like that? And
Yes.
yeah, so it's cool that you should say that, sell without selling, because everybody knows I'm kind of crazy. All right, so my next question. Well, if they don't know I'm crazy, they know now, right? All right. So my next
Right.
question. Wait, let me make sure that nobody else has no questions because I don't want to hog up all the time.
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah.
I want to be right.
I
I
want
want
to
to be
make sure,
fair.
yeah, if people have
'Cause
questions.
it's all about me. It's all about me. I'm just saying.
You're so funny.
Girl, it is about me. I ain't joking. It's cool that you should say that. Sell without selling.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't know it's a huge
Yeah, I was just
a
checking to
delay.
make sure.
All right. Okay. So my next question to you is this: you say be creative.
Hmm.
I have clients who I say that to, and I have people who I can say that to, but their minds are so analytical they don't see their brand voice as ever having something that's creative. What
Okay.
would you suggest that they do, and or how do you get them past that mindset of I'm just not creative? Because that's what I hear all the time.
Okay. I am the queen of analytical. I'm a Virgo. So everything is analytical and logistical and numbers and data to me. So if I
You're a
can get
Virgo
creative,
sun.
people can get creative. Yes, Virgo sun.
You're a Virgo sun. Okay,
Yes,
we have to
Virgo
find out
sun.
your moon.
But I'm
Okay,
also
all right.
Taurus moon. So you know they hardcore too. Taurus moons. Yeah.
Yes.
So what I suggest is basically creativity does not have to mean that you have to know how to draw and write and all of those things.
Right.
That's artistic,
Right.
right?
Thank
So
you.
with me, yes, it's a difference. Being creative means just really being in your lane. If you're in the right business,
Hmm.
creativity is going to come naturally. Talking about your life experiences, talking about the everyday struggles that you go through in your business, talking about what's going on behind the scenes, talking about, what lights you up, talk about when you're not online, what you're doing, what you're working on, what you're thinking about. That's creative. All of that is
Yes.
creative. Storytelling is creative. So that's why I said earlier in my presentation, when people hear the word get creative or think creatively, they just go and think, oh, you got to be a wordsmith or you got to have a certain degree to be creative. No, just being yourself is creative enough.
I so agree. Okay, so
Mhm.
last, this is my last question, I promise. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta make sure. Look, I'm doing it again. I'm making sure I'm not gotta make sure that I'm not bothering
Right.
nobody.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. So you have October words. Do you have seasonal words,
I do.
like maybe on a calendar or something that you promote as a bonus or a freebie or something like that? Or is it on an email list? Or how do people get your monthly words? You wasn't ready.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I actually have all of this sitting on my jump drive, but I pulled down my website, but I do have those available. I have them already. I have November, I have December. I think I even have January words. And
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
actually getting ready to create it to where there'll be seasonal winter, spring, summer, and fall. So they'll have quarterly words that they can plan in advance for what they're wanting to put out.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, y'all, when we first started, I was telling y'all, I'm trying to make Latoya, although it's really not make. I'm trying to force Latoya hand
Yeah,
to put.
she's trying to get me over here. Yes.
I'm trying to force Latoya's hand to do something for me so that she can
Uh-huh.
help y'all. But y'all, like I said, it's all about me, right? Because I'm part of her niche. I
You
am
so
part of her
funny.
niche.
You know I got y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming hard. I'm coming strong. So
Okay.
I got y'all covered.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna force her, y'all, to be at this mastermind that I'm holding. I can't say yet. I will say this: when you see me in the place where I'm going in January, then you
Hmm.
will know that like 5 months from then, this is where y'all gonna
That's
come.
good.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, Latoya coming, y'all. Y'all know y'all want to see her. Y'all might not want to see me, but y'all might want to see Latoya. I know y'all want to see her.
Hey, they need some social media alchemy, and they need the words to go with it. Do you hear me? And they need a plan.
Yes, I gotta have a
Yes.
plan. It's so
Yes.
funny
You
you used to
got
say that
to.
because usually when I do like workshops and stuff, that's the first thing that we get into. The very
Mhm.
first thing is you gotta have a plan.
You have to. Because what are you doing? If you don't have a plan, where are you going? You don't
Ah,
know.
what was the word that you said? It's not the
Spaghetti
spaghetti.
strategy. Just throwing stuff out there, hoping it's gonna stick, and just go. This what it do. Just slide because it ain't got nowhere to go. It ain't got
Okay,
nothing to hold on to.
okay.
Mhm.
Wait, I got one more. See, I
Okay.
got one more question.
Okay.
All right. So you were saying that sometimes you go over to the real estate, into the real estate niche, and you see what they're doing and how it could work
Mhm.
for you, right? I'm good at that. But let's say somebody's brand new
Mhm.
and they're looking for a strategy, right? And they haven't come to the realization that they really need you in their life yet. You know,
Mhm.
they're watching you and whatever, but they don't know that. See, I can't even call you the wordsmith. Oh, I can call you the wordsmith. They
Oh
don't
yeah.
need the, they don't know that they need the wordsmith. Who what would be a dynamic type or a dynamic group of people that first beginning business owners could watch? Like you said, you watch realtors. I watch
Mhm.
realtors. I watch
Mhm.
celebrities. I watch even LPGA, the ladies
Mhm.
professional golf. Who would you say like is the first person? Like,
Mhm. I would say they need to find somebody that inspires them to be whoever is already where they're trying to be.
mm-hmm,
Watch them and see
mm-hmm,
where they are, and then pay attention to where you are so you can figure out what it's going to take to get you there. Once again, it comes back to a plan. So if
mm-hmm,
you watch somebody that inspires you, like I would just, oh my God, I wish my business was like that, or I wish my copywriting was like that, or I wish my marketing was like that. Then find somebody that inspires you in that area that you feel like you're lacking. See where they are, and then start to look at where you are currently and what the gap is between where you are, where they are, and what it's going to take to get there.
Man, Latoya, that's like bomb biggity. Y'all need to put that in a bag and carry that on your backpack. I'm just saying, y'all need to really put that in there and carry that. Okay, so I'm not gonna hold you because, like you said, I know that you got stuff to do because I know I got stuff to do. Are there any parting words, any additional things you want to drop down for us, sir?
Mm.
You know, lace me to the game, boo. You know I'm hood. Lace me.
You're so
Sprinkle me
funny.
right.
All I can say is that when it comes to your business and your brand, if you're not showing up as yourself, who are you showing up as?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't
Period.
get lost, y'all. Don't get lost. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is going to be up. I'm gonna sprinkle it around. You know, it's gonna go to the podcast. It's gonna be,
Yes.
it's gonna be everywhere.
Yes.
Show notes coming soon. So yeah, y'all be
Mhm.
prepared. I want to thank you so much for your time. Y'all know
Absolutely. Thank
Latoya's
you
in the
for
group.
having me.
She's in
Yes.
the group.
I
Y'all go see her at my mastermind. I'm just saying.
yes. Masters coming together to mine. What we doing?
No, right?
Masterminding.
We masterminding over here. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you so very, very much.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
From
Yeah.
my house to
And
your
I'm
house.
here. If you have any questions, even after this broadcast is over, I'm here. Drop them in the comments. I
But
will.
don't blow up her DM to the crazy point. You know, she gonna send you a link,
I'll send you
a
an invoice.
PayPal link,
I'll send you an invoice. You keep on dinging me.
right? Don't get offended because that's just how
One,
we.
maybe two, but then after that, it's gonna be an invoice, boo.
Here's my calendar. Get on
right,
that, okay?
right. Get on my calendar, honey.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much, and I will
yes,
talk to you again soon. I really, really appreciate you.
absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.